And you talking about foundational stuff, and it was never more clear to me until I got to college. When I got to college, I went to Bishop College, Dallas, Texas, and I was going into the student union building, and I had my shirt tail out, and the president of the college pulled me to the side and he said, "Young man," and I said, "Yes, sir. How you doing, bro, President?" He said, "Put your shirt tail in." And I said, "Yes, sir." And I kept walking. He said, no, you do it now because you're a bishop, man. You know, that meant something. You know, man, I'm a bishop, man. Put your shirt tail in. I put my shirt tail in. But while I was putting my shirt tail in, it dawned on me, this is not the first time I heard this. And I had to travel these many miles to have somebody else to tell me to put my shirt tail in, when foundationally I had that. My mom and grandmama would always say, "Put your shirt tail in." And matter of fact, iron the shirt. That's something that doesn't happen anymore. These people don't own an iron. They just grab the shirt from up under the couch or wherever it is and just put it on. I had a group of young people to laugh at me really because the crease that I had in my jeans. I came from an era where we ironed our stuff and we creased it. We put a crease in our pants. But they was telling me, you're not supposed to put a crease in your jeans. I said, "You don't?" And then it dawned on me, I'm talking to a group of young people who don't know what an iron is. And so that's why wrinkled clothes became fashionable. They'll go on a job interview. They don't know any better. They just put on wrinkles. They're just grabbing, slipping on holes in the blue jeans and think that somebody's supposed to hire them based upon that kind of appearance. But that's not becoming a better you. It might be comfortable, but it doesn't help in the process of people looking to have you to become a part of that company. Because the people who are doing the hiring have irons. Are you all hearing me today? And put your shirt tail in. I put my shirt tail in. And my mind went all the way back to the foundational stuff that mama and grandmama was trying to teach us, like yes ma'am and no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, please and thank you. And for so many people that seems so foreign and old folky, but that works in any generation. Thank you, no thank you, yes ma'am, yes sir. You know, if I had said what I've heard so many young people say in response to their parents today, I wouldn't be here preaching today. I wouldn't be here. For instance, when my mama called me, "Freddie," and if I hollered back, "Yeah," that was a beat down. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That was an automatic beat down. You know, because you were not just gonna get the beat down, but you're gonna get the lecture first. You don't talk to me like I'm somebody on the streets. What do you mean? Back talking about something, yeah. Do I look like one of your friends? Foundational. And then they'll put something on you to make you remember not to do it again. Foundation. We are expecting people to become better persons when they don't have a foundation. And I admit one of the best things that happened was that the law got involved in helping children to identify people who abused them as children. That's a great thing. Should have happened. But my mom and grandmama wasn't abusing me and my siblings. They were trying to help us to establish a way to stay alive, because they knew that out of their presence that people were not going to be as lenient with us as they were. And so they were creating some boundaries that we stayed intact by teaching us how to say yes ma'am and no ma'am, and mind your own business, come straight home, don't talk to strangers, foundational stuff. Telling us what's good for us, what's bad for us. I remember a time, I don't have no business telling you all this, but I better go and tell you anyhow, because somebody leaving a pack of cigarettes out somewhere like my grandmama did. We shouldn't have been smoking them cigarettes. But me and my brother and my sister said she ain't gonna miss 3 of them. So we went down in the basement and we lit up. You can see the rings now, can't you? And I didn't know that she was gonna be standing at the top of the stairs when we got back. I didn't know that cigarette smoke traveled like that. I didn't know that it got in your clothes. I didn't know that it was gonna be all over your hands. Have you all been smoking? No, ma'am. Foundational stuff. She said, let me help you with this. Let me help you with it. You all come on in here with me. I've already called your mother. She's on her way. But you all come on in here with me. Light another one. Light another one. We lit. There we go. I was trying to tell her I didn't want no more. I didn't. I don't want to go back to the way things were, but there's some things that we got to put in place if we're going to move forward. And that's foundation. That's foundation. That my mama needed to work. Some of you are going to identify with this. She couldn't miss work. To miss work was to miss pay. And we wasn't in a position to miss any kind of pay. And I got in trouble at school, and they sent for her. And she came there, and I could see there wasn't no play in her. Just wasn't no play in her. Just wasn't no play in her. And I tried to say, Mama, and she said, just shut up. I can see that woman now. I can see that woman. And I said, Mama, I just want you to shut up. Freddie, just shut. She said, shut your posterior anatomy up. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what? So I knew when she went there, it was on. I just said, oh, Mama. Oh, Mama. And I don't know what happened between the teacher talking to her and my posture, but she said, do it again. I didn't know what she was talking about. Do it again. She started hitting me all in front of the teacher and cussing. And 2 days after I got that beat down, the teacher was saying, at least I know now where you got that cussing from. Foundation. And I encourage any parent in here today, don't wait till your child turns 16 to try to raise them while they still in your house and under your roof and eating your food and wearing your clothes. You gotta check them, but you do it in love. You check them enough because if they get outdoors, somebody gonna try to kill them. Foundation. And I'm so glad that they instilled that in me. To this day, I look back. In fact, I use some of that on my own children. Foundation. Jesus says, how you going to call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I say? If you want your life to count for something, you got to use my word. That's why we come here every week. We come here every week to hear what thus said the Lord. Lord, what does your word have to say to me today? How can I take your word and apply it to what I'm going through? I want to be better, but I can't be better on my own. Yes, sir, because the road is rough and the going is tough and the hills are so hard to climb. But if I get your word down in me and I get wrapped in it and I get tied up in it and I get tangled up in it,